Hey, it's a great late afternoon here in Bend, Oregon at our house, and Linda and I are getting ready to do some traveling. We're pretty excited about it. But listen, I had a great conversation last week with one of our CEOs, one of the companies that we consult to. It's not in the United States, and I actually was fellows in Europe. It's a $50 million company. I'm talking to the CEO, and I had been working personally with him on his strategic objective and operating principles. That's a part where I spend time in our consulting business. And been working a little back and forth, and he'll send me his draft, and I'll send him back the corrected one or the adjusted one, and back and forth. Kind of a standard editing process, and we got it just right the other day, and he said, Sam, I have never looked at business this way before. Since we started working with you, I have a different take on how businesses work. In fact, Warren Buffett, I understand how he looks at businesses now. And I said, well, what do you mean? And he put it in a nutshell. This friend, Joe, said there's 4 elements to a business. Of course there are. There's leadership, management, operations, and marketing and sales, right? 4 things. And he said he understands now what these equity companies do. They'll buy any kind of company. It doesn't matter. As long as there's some cash flow, they'll go in and look at leadership. If the leadership stinks, then the management is probably bad, and if the management's bad, the operations are really bad. And as long as the company has some cash flow, he said, this inefficiency, this lack of leadership, this lack of management, this lack of structure is, in his words, gold. Gold. He said that's gold. Warren Buffett goes in and Bain Capital, I don't care who you talk about, an equity company goes in and that's what they look for. They look for serious cash flow. And then they look at how dysfunctional the management is and the operations and the leadership, and that is gold because you can go in there and fix that in no time at all. Very interesting, don't you think? So there you go. Think about it. Think about it for your own company. It's gold. That inefficiency is gold.